to Bybit me.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm today's MC and also the moderator for today's panel. And so we are very happy to welcome these three panelists. So can you give us a 1 to 2 sentence about yourself and the exchange?
Hi, my name is Carney. Started this journey in 2017 when I found the, Ethereum out there. And when the thing keeps growing, the rest was history. So what happens is that I started a journey in fund management before I land on opportunity. Right now, I am the Chief Strategy Officer for Tokenize Xchange, one of the leading, fiat to crypto gateway in Southeast Asia.
Hi everyone, I'm Vugar. I'm the CEO of Bitget. Bitget is the world's 4th largest exchange. We serve 45 million customers. We move $10 billion around. And as someone heading the operations, I'm proud of my team of 1,500 professionals across 65 nations and 5,000 builders who make all this magic happen. And I'm very happy to be in Taiwan today. It's my second time coming to this beautiful country. And weather is much better than in summer.
So, hi everyone. My name is Monika. I'm head of strategic partnerships at CoinW. So CoinW is obviously exchange. We have around 15 million users, and I'm focused mostly on the global part of CoinW, which right now is on 200 different markets.
Welcome you to Taiwan, and also welcome to Taiwan again. Wow. So I believe now the exchange are super busy right now because, BTC all-time high. Finally, everyone. So we would like to know more about every exchange's strategies, mission, and vision. So the first question is about what do you see as the key role of exchanges in onboarding users into the crypto market?
Okay, so maybe I can start?
Yeah,
yes?
Definitely.
So I believe we as exchanges, we are basically like a bridge, right? We connecting the users to the whole world of cryptocurrencies, right? And the blockchain itself. So right now with the bull run and so on, right? We mostly focus to give the users all the possibilities and chances to actually enter the market, right?
I think to complement Monika's point, yes, I believe centralized exchanges are the first stop before any user comes to the crypto. Whether you are a newbie who earned some tokens on a tap-to-earn game on Ton and you want to cash it out, or you heard from friends and family that Bitcoin did an all-time high and you want to get into the game, your first stop, it is a centralized exchange because it's easy to use. Probably you use your social logins to register, you download an app, and it's a very straightforward journey. Therefore, I believe centralized exchanges play a great role into educating users and bringing new users on board. And give credit to all the industry players from Binance to OKX, from Bybit to Bitget, CoinW, and every exchange that's been part of this incredible journey for last almost 10 to 11 years that made sure that every user who came from Web 2 to Web 3 had a very smooth user journey compared to all the seed phrases and the barriers that all the crypto had later on gets on to use and to educate themselves. Therefore, I believe crypto exchanges play a crucial role in onboarding new users and also educating new users.
Okay, so I echo their points on it, but I think this is the most crucial step of the game because we are the first platform to get it in. After so many cycles, we had through, staking products falling off, FTX and stuff. What we have today is one of the most seamless yet regulated framework out there to create confidence and security for new users to come in. So when we want to do it, right, we need to start the journey, right, whereby we want to make the best experience for them to touch or buy their first Bitcoin, Ethereum. And that's what we do for it, to be the most seamless yet most regulated side of things.
Yes, I totally agree. And to continue, because we said about education about this part. So how does your exchange provide educational resources about trading and cryptocurrencies? Will balance and simplify onboarding process for new users?
So I'll start first. I think education is the first step, right? Before being FOMO, right? To buy what's Bitcoin, what's the price of Bitcoin. But you must understand why to buy Bitcoin, why everyone's involved in this whole metaverse and all this craze about cryptocurrency. So I think the first step is education, whereby this is what a lot of regulators advocate about. Don't mislead all the investors. So we create platforms or even education tutorials on YouTube and stuff to make sure that before you even touch buying, you need to know the rules of the game, and more importantly, how to not get fraud or stuff like that. Because you definitely heard of stuff like whereby people click the wrong URL or the QR code, they transfer the tokens out. We just want to make sure that the experience is really good and it's more secure.
Totally agree. As a Bitget, we have different approaches when it comes to education. First and foremost, what we take a pride that Bitget is one of the platforms that doesn't separate from newbies and pros. Whether you download today any other exchange like a Binance's and like big exchanges, you will have this like a light version and pro version. But we don't do that because we believe a responsibility of the safety and security and education doesn't lie on a user, but lies on a platform. Therefore, we want to build a platform that is easy to adopt and easy to use. And we've been very successful so far, considering we have 45 million customers on board. Secondly, we invest extensively in education. We have blockchain for use pledge, where we pledge to spend $10 million in the next 5 years to educate people on blockchain and crypto technologies. Whether you want to trade, whether you are an HR professional or a lawyer or an accountant who want to come and work in crypto, you can definitely take advantage of our educational sources. And we also partner with 60 universities globally to bring blockchain education to young people. Therefore, I believe as a centralized exchange, our responsibility is to build the products that are easy to use, to educate our end users to make sure that they don't fall a victim of a scam and they know how to identify a scam, and still provide them with an intuitive product that can guide them through this journey rather than just posting a YouTube video and then sending them 2 or 3 newsletters and thinking that your job is done here. It is absolutely not. And lastly, I believe crypto education is not only about educating people on a trade side of the things, but actually giving people the fundamental knowledge what blockchain technology is and how it can change the future. And lastly, I believe the way we use, let's say, Apple Pay or MasterCard without understanding how things work in the back end, we just tap, it solves our problem of the payment, and we move on with our lives. Crypto and blockchain technology should evolve in a level that end user shouldn't much understand how technology works, instead just enjoy because it solves a fundamental problem.
Yeah, absolutely agree. When it comes to education, same with CoinW, we focus on education, the new users, but also to support our pro users, right? So we do have certain ways, like new user separate platform, basically, right? To show them all the guidance for the strategy, as well like terminology when it comes to blockchain and trading, right? Same with working with the governments and of course, institution, right, to collaborate with them to bring as much education for the users as we possibly can, right? Same with the events and face-to-face, like connections, right, with the users. We find it very important, but aside of just giving the opportunities to learn for the new users, we also have something for the old-time users, which is right now PropW. Right, you can guys check the booth out with the teammates. So yeah, the focus on the education should be a priority in the centralized exchanges, right? To, as you mentioned, avoid the scams and so on, to teach them, and we can see, even though the blockchain industry is growing, we can see a lot of scams during these times, right? So instead of just warning them, we should educate them on the differences.
Yes, I really like you guys saying about that. It's actually also Exchange's responsibility to educate our users. And I believe this is like a very pain point for every exchange, especially bull market now. Everyone just try to buy BTC, but we also want to onboard new users from Web 2 to Web 3. Yeah. And then about, we have the third question for you guys is, I believe a lot of people are curious about, have you observed any certain markets require different onboarding strategy? Especially like, for example, some emerging markets right now?
Yeah, I think this one is really aligns to my heart because we cover the whole Southeast Asia. So first and foremost, we talk about the ever-changing environment for crypto landscape, regulatory framework. One day you like USDT, the other day you don't like it. One day you like USDC, the other day you don't like it. It's ever-changing. So we talk about the whole Southeast Asia alone. Vietnam turns it on, Vietnam turns it off. Now they're going to come back again. Taiwan took a while. Now they have this framework of this crypto regulatory license. But every onboarding is different. Like some of the countries, especially the developed ones, have EIDV solutions ready. So just plug and play, seamless onboarding without your passport and everything. But some other, like the emerging markets and stuff, we still need with, like, for example, TradFi, KYC solutions to integrate to ensure the passport is real, genuine, and the thing goes on. So the whole onboarding time is different. Second, I think it's the chicken and egg thing. As a crypto exchange, what we want is that we want to give our audience or users the whole suite of products, whether it's your next big meme coin to your BTC or Ether. But however, we also need to align with all the regulations framework for investor protection that, no, you can't do this, you need a legal opinion on that. So that's why we say that our products offering differs from every market. And inevitable is we just want to align to regulatory. If the regulatory framework asks us to do that, we do that as well.
Yeah, okay. So, of course, each market needs its own strategy, right? Something that works on Asian market will not work on European market, right? So I feel like you need to do the proper research because it's of course, regulation is a one thing, but there is something also like user mentality, right? So when you actually do a research about the market, you might learn about many countries still think that Bitcoin and blockchain, it's a scam, right? As someone from, because I'm originally from Poland, right? I notice even right now, some of my friends, even though I work for the crypto exchange and I'm still confirming them like, no, it's not a scam. Like, you just need to learn about that. And they still telling me like, oh no, like it's impossible to make money like that, like with the trading and so on. So I feel like exchanges, while entering the new markets and so on with the new users, need to learn how actually users feel about the trading and so on. They need to educate them.
Yeah, I believe there are like three core pillars. One, CM already mentioned, regulation and what governments require, and that changes what you can offer as a product or how you can onboard the user. Second important factor is what users need. As mentioned, first of all, the way users invest. For example, in some low-income countries, we see that users require a lot of gems or these 10x, 20x possible projects because narrative always is about how to become rich over the night and do that big jump. Therefore, users are less inclined to buy BTC and hold longer term rather than invest $50 or $100 in a higher frequent market in order to do 5x and 10x's. While in, let's say, Middle East, we see a lot of institutional interest to coming towards Bitcoin, Ethereum, or top 20 market cap tokens because that is more of a diversification tool. In Europe, users will come and trade, and if the trade isn't as profitable, they will leave and never come back. While in Southeast Asia, especially in Chinese-speaking world, users will come back more often because they're more inclined towards gambling kind of an approach rather than investment approach or dollar cost averaging. Therefore, user needs change, and they change drastically in each region, and as an exchange, we need to cater to that needs. But before even coming to how users trade, it's also about how we onboard the users. Are we able to offer them on-ramp and off-ramp through the local banking system, or it is more of a P2P inclined because such a legal framework doesn't allow to do this? Or is it more, for example, I recently been in Turkey, and you will see a lot of OTC desks in the like a big market spaces and shopping malls where it's the similar way you can exchange a foreign currency. You can exchange your USDT to local currency or the other way around. you can give the local currency to buy USDT and then bring it to an exchange. Therefore, it always differs, and as an exchange, we try to make sure that we address local legislation in order to be able to legitimately serve the customers and make that process easy. And of course, as an exchange, we always care to make sure that we serve our customers the best way and we are not taken advantage of. It comes to KYC and AML cases where we need to verify all the users. And recently, with the rise of deepfakes and AIs, I think it will become another challenge in the next year or two to make sure that we have enough technological preparation within ourselves to fight such cases where people come create deepfake documents and then deepfake images in order to fool the systems and bypass that KYC. And I think that will be the key core topic we all need to discuss, because we always discuss about how AI tokens can change the market. What is the next big AI thing that blockchain can integrate? But also we have to understand what kind of a threat AI presents to the crypto market, but entirely financial systems.
Thank you so much. We learned a lot from different markets now. And we have the very last question. It's all the people are very curious and want to know more about your opinions. Is what industry had caught your attention in this coming quarter? Oh, I guess everyone has different answers, and we are all very looking forward to this. So such as layer 1, layer 2, or any meme coins that you would like to share with us?
So I'll start first. I think the key date, I would say, is 20th January when Donald Trump takes the seat. Okay, if you see the whole minutes that he has on his rally, it's all about Bitcoin. So, that's the alpha that brings us, relevancy. And so when he comes on board, if, Bitcoin becomes a strategic reserve, and, other companies start to adopt, we see the huge amount of institutional adoption that we have never seen before. So next year is the year that I see it. But then again, after whatever happens to Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes up to 150,000 or 200,000, who are the next leg of play that will follow suit, or who are the next batch? So I feel that, the first batch will be the top few coins from the market cap. Because when Insti comes in, once they taste the flavor of Bitcoin, they look for more alpha. What happens is they look for market cap big enough for them to invest in. We're not talking about, for example, a good example, why Insti will buy more of Doge than maybe your Bong or your Pepe, because the market cap allows them to buy so. So I see that the first wave, if we see the first quarter or the first half of the year, we'll see a lot of attention on the top 20 to 50 coins, tokens, and we see some development, involvement. The second thing I want to speak about is, I think it's due. We have invested in projects that are early stage, pre-seed, or, token before they release, and you see the last few weeks or the last few months, right, so many tokens are listed in all the exchanges. So now they're trading on hype. But I think the real test to it is, where's the use case? Do we bring value? Do we bring utility? And now it's showcased. We have went through an era whereby it was an L1 era. Then after that, we went through this phrase called the ICO phrase before landing into the metaverse phrase, if we still remember it. But what shot up all the attention was the NFT phrase. And because right now, NFT has rebounded quite a bit, and you hear so much news. I was out there and see, there's so much hype about NFT, but it kind of died out during the bear market and stuff. Then we went on to, DPIN, and BTC liquid staking, and the rest go on. So what I'm talking about is the last few years were all ideas, all visions. So now is whether these visions are materialized. You want to build a metaverse 2 years ago, it should be ready now. But what happens now? Is the metaverse still relevant? And what can you do to make it relevant? So that's what I'm watching over for next year.
For me, it's a three kind of thought schools. It's a short-term, mid-term, and long-term investment. Definitely, if we talk about a short-term hype, I think next quarter or two, meme tokens will be there. And we just listened to an amazing keynote on the Solana, how Solana could drive all these projects and become one of the top 10 market cap projects ever. Therefore, meme tokens are a cultural moment. It brings a lot of user or a footfall. And I think while for the user, it's an opportunity to make money quick, for the players and institutions, whether you are an exchange or whether you are a layer 1 or it gives you an opportunity to bring more people and serves as a marketing machine. Therefore, in next 2 quarters, I think it will be still important and relevant, considering that market shift is going and we see all-time highs. Therefore, people will be trying to cash out on the profit and come do that quick money before we go into the bear cycle again. This is initial thought. Mid to long-term investment capacities, especially with the institutional interest, as CM already mentioned, the American economy, especially after the Trump's inauguration in the first quarter, the chances that we will see dropping unemployment and a banking system updates that can fuel cheap money, that institutions will borrow more US dollars or US government will decide to print more US dollars to buy Bitcoin. That will be more of a long-term strategy. And for the retail users, I think still stick to dollar cost averaging and buy and keep more Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is one of an asset that will become like a retirement fund rather than quick buy and sell in a mid-term. But still for a long term, we will need infrastructure and we will need projects that bring utility and solve real world problems. Whether it is real world assets that will be monetized, it will bring more money coming into the ecosystem, not necessarily affecting the entire market cap to grow, because real world assets probably will be backed by stable tokens and it's a real estate and so on, but still it will bring more attention to the tokenization element. Definitely deep in AI and all these like a cool buzzwords that solve the tech issues or pain points will be an interesting aspect to look in the long run. And recently I was talking to some of my friends from OpenAI and other large institutions that develop AI technology. They were talking about, because we usually when we talk about AI, we talk about AI project, AI tokens, but they told that actually blockchain can solve a problem, what is created by human as an information and what's created by AI, because AI cannot be trained on the data that created by AI, and now our internet is being too much polluted by the AI created content. Therefore, putting the content that humans create on chain and AI creates on chain will have a technological blueprint for the AI to understand what is an original data created by humans to train on. Therefore, blockchain technology has a different implication rather than just issuing a bunch of tokens on AI. And I think it's like a long-term implication, how or what to kind of a focus in terms of an investment. And when we talk about long-term investment, it will be, again, mainly institutions, large hedge funds who come with more of a vision and long-term perspective rather than us, mainly retail users who try to do a quick turnaround. And lastly, as an exchange, I think we will see more and more interest in futures market because we already educated enough users in a spot. They know how to buy and sell, but for an everyday user, probably you will not have an access to a huge cash pile. Therefore, longing or shorting market will be interesting and it will give users more access in terms of the return on investment, even though it is a very risky way to do so. Therefore, I think also from the institutional perspective, there will be a lot of need for market makers and all the liquidity providers that can make sure that we keep this hype longer.
Oof. So for me, when it comes to projects, in general, I start my crypto journey with gamify. So obviously, I'm always looking for nice play-to-earn games. Lately, I've been a huge fan of all the Telegram games. Start with Hamster, right? But I also saw the new game called Duck Master. I don't know, guys, if you know which one. But anyway, it's so addictive. By the way, I spend like half of my day just clicking on it, right? So I feel like this kind of projects are kind of like quite interesting, and I'm really looking forward to see how it's gonna go with their token. I'm not quite sure if it's launched. I didn't check yet, but I think it's gonna be launched soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it might be a good project. And when it comes to meme coins, I personally am not a huge fan of them. Of course, the risk is there and it's huge, right? And I noticed that most of people, like celebrities creating the token, basically pump and dump as fast as you can, right? So I feel it brings a bad reputation towards crypto industry itself. So I cannot really speak much about the meme tokens. I'm just not a huge fan, you know? Like perfect example, I don't know guys if you saw the Huang girl that launched her token and literally I think 48 hours after it was done, right? So just an advice, like everyone should be really careful with the meme tokens and do a proper research before actually entering this.
I think this like comes back to what we just discussed about the education, this stuff. Yeah. And since we still have like 5 minutes, I will like to know your like 1 to 2 sentences about the future of like the future vision of the exchange.
Oh, so. Okay, sorry, for the exchange or for the...
For the crypto, for Web3, for your exchange.
So when I started this journey, I felt that it was just a trading tool, something like Bitcoin is a gold, Ethereum is like silver. But then you slowly realize actually this whole blockchain thing is a movement. It's a decentralized movement, a degen movement, whereby people want to come on board, they want to build stuff, they build it easily, rather than set up a COPSEC, set up an entity, and gather partners to build it, raise fund. So through the crypto means it's a movement. So when you slowly get into that movement, and the movement draws so much crowd, right, that is, fast forward today, right, maybe 10 years ago, if you ask people, can Bitcoin go to zero? They will say yes. But now, please ask that question, man. So what I mean is the movement is too big to ignore, and it will still continue to grow exponentially. We can mirror this movement to a World Wide Web movement or the .com thing, but then today it's so decentralized. World Wide Web is more centralized thing. So we never know how big this thing will grow. Okay, from our vision, the Tokenize Exchange, right, what we want to do is we aim to be the most regulated platform out there, but we want to work with partners to make sure that our platform has the full suite of products that they want to get involved in, from AI tokens, RWA, a bit of perp DEX or futures. That's what we build. Because end of the day, central exchange, like what? He said, we only can do this much. But once they got addicted to the alpha, they want more. They want to the futures, they want the meme coin pump. We want the most seamless way, but the most secure way for them to get access to it as well. So that's our vision.
For Bitget, our vision is very much similar to what CM mentioned, being like a true degens and decentralized. Therefore, 2 years ago, in the middle of the bear market, we dared to take $30 million and invest in a wallet. Today, Bitget wallet is surpassed both Trust and MetaMask in downloads last 2-3 months, and we became one of the world's favorite wallet, I guess, serving 40 million customers and moving almost $9 billion every day. Therefore, I believe more and more we will need to have access to the decentralized world, whether it is capturing an alpha, getting into a different project, or supporting things that didn't happen in centralized exchanges. Because for various reasons, centralized exchanges, we have a limited capacity to list tokens. In decentralized world, there is more than 20,000 projects listed, while in centralized exchanges, around like 800 in Bitget's case. Therefore, users will have a more need to access to different cool projects, another 10x's, 20x's. Also with the regulation, I think decentralized world gives an access to privacy and wealth accumulation that is much different from the centralized exchanges. Therefore, definitely future is decentralized. Also, my vision for a centralized exchange is that we will become a platform where you don't just earn, but you also spend. I think more and more centralized exchanges will provide payment solutions and payment gateways, debit and credit card products, and all the other components that can facilitate both earning and spending on chain. And I think that will be turning in next 5 years centralized exchanges to the similar facilities like a banks of our traditional understanding, where you can store your money, you can spend your money, where you can deposit, and so on. Therefore, today, if you open your average centralized exchange, you will see that it offers an earned product, different staking solutions. At Bitget, we take a huge pride of our Bitget card that helps people use a similar system like a Visa and MasterCard, but still spend your crypto without actually need to off-ramp it, put into your bank, and get through all that hassle. Therefore, in future, centralized exchanges will become this holy grail of the platform that we connect buyers and sellers and make sure that we accept transactions in crypto, considering that we already AML'd and KYC'd all our customers, we know who they are. Therefore, it will give a more opportunity also to partner with the institutions, while decentralized world will become a more of a scavenger hunt of the next chain.
Well, for CoinW, well, improving for sure, become more advanced, make it easier for users and so on. This is our focus right now. To be the best, right? To bring the best for the users when it comes to the platform, when it comes to education. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be honest, because we all from different exchange, but our priority here is to try to make this Web3 exchange safer for our users and make this Web3 bigger and bigger. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.